What's up, car friends? This is Stu with Really Cool Videos. Back again, my friend Joe in his brand new, amazing Camaro ZL1 in the perfect color red with matching gloves. Gotta wear gloves today because this is Joe's baby, so we're treating it with the utmost respect. It's got Alcantara everywhere, and he doesn't want my greasy hands touching it, messing it all up. Which that's no problem. Happy to oblige, especially when the gloves match. So, 650 horsepower, 650 torque. It's a whole lot of car. 3,900 pounds and $60,000 or just about, depending on options. 60 to 70. This one is pretty loaded up, right, Joe? Yeah. You got the performance data logging package, which is running right now. So hopefully we're gonna get some cool footage out of that thing, and I can show you what that looks like. It's got some cool data overlays with different options for sport and track, and a camera in the front and rear. Does it record off the rear camera?
No, just the front.
Just the front, but it does pull audio, you were saying.
From the interior. So all this we're talking right now is being recorded as well.
That's awesome. So if my GoPro breaks, we'll just use the audio from the built-in camera.
Yeah.
That's awesome. The MSRP was what you said?
So the options on this are the PDR and then the carbon fiber. So it brings it to 66,000.
66,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Which incidentally, my 2012 Audi TT-RS was 67,000. So it was basically the same price as this, but about 300 less horsepower.
Yeah.
So to say that this car is of good value is a huge understatement, because the TT-RS is a good value, and this has 300 more horsepower and sounds, like you could tow a freight train. But the clutch, it's light. It's the drivability is not crazy on this car at all. Coming up this hill, it's got the auto rev match, which is really nice. It works really well. But you could turn it off in any mode. Squeeze out first. This car has so much power, but the gas pedal is so long, so you can really just give it as much gas as you want. It's not an on-off switch. You can modulate the throttle very easily, which is great, because if you do have balls enough to get the pedal all the way to the ground, it really pulls. There's the brakes.
Yeah.
And these brakes are a lot improved over your previous car. So Joe used to have a, what year was it?
16 Camaro SS, a 1SS, yeah.
Which we did a review on. It's black. It has some nice, tasteful mods, beautiful gold wheels. But that car wasn't enough for Joe. Joe needs a lot of power. And he did think about building that car up, but after he crunched the numbers and saw really what this thing comes with and how complete of a package what this was, and really, I think you took one trip to the dealer and saw it, and your heart was making the decisions from there.
Yeah.
But this is a whole lot of car. So talk about the brakes. How are the brakes different between this and your 1SS?
So the much larger rotor has a 6-piston Brembo caliper.
Nice.
There's also 4 pistons in the rear, larger rotor. There's so much brake force with these brakes. I mean, if you really stand on them, like even from like 140 miles per hour, you are like literally throwing up your stomach.
Yeah.
When we get to the straight section, if there's no one behind us, I want you to hit them.
Okay.
All right.
Joe's requesting I test the brakes out. I love Joe. He wants me to drive his car hard. So we're doing a brake test. There's nobody behind me. We're doing...
All right, go to like 80 and then hit it.
80. Stopping. Oh, damn. That did make my face feel crazy. Oh, I forgot about the clutch.
You gotta shift this time.
The handling is superb. We're on mag rides right now. We're in the sport setting, right, Joe?
Yes.
And there's 4 settings for like everything. 4 settings for suspension. 4 settings for exhaust noise. Which is all the way open, of course. But to say that this is a stock exhaust sounds perfect. Especially if you can have 3 other different modes. And what's the one called? Stealth mode?
Yeah, there's a stealth mode that's very quiet for when you don't want attention or you're in a sensitive area.
Crazy. Can we just hit it into stealth mode real quick? I want to see what the complete contrast is from track mode to stealth mode. All right. So now we're stealth.
There it goes. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Now all you hear is supercharger. Oh, it does have valves that open up when you get higher up.
When you need to make the power, it'll open up the valves.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But if you just drive it, like, don't give it a lot of gas, it'll stay quiet,
Shh. The baby's sleeping in the back.
See, they're quieted down right there. You can feel the change, yeah.
Okay, that's enough. Hit me with the track.
Alright, we're back at drag.
Yeah. Ooh, you just hear a little bit of supercharger whine over the exhaust. Not a lot, though. Heads-up display, it's flashing at me. Oh, that's sweet, the lights.
Yep, it has the shift lights.
Okay, I'm about to break a sweat. This is, man, it's such a muscle car, but it feels so advanced. Yeah, I think it's worth $65,000. This is a lot of car. To make it ready for the track, brake fluid, and that's it.
Pretty much.
You've done a couple mods. You have put iBox springs on this to just bring down the ride height. Joe requires stance out of his vehicle. Okay, if it doesn't sit good, he's not going to have it. How is the ride difference between the springs?
It's a little stiffer, but it's still pretty compliant.
Okay, definitely didn't lose any.
No, I don't feel like it lost any performance.
And then you changed the oil to the Ravenol, right?
Yeah, I put the Ravenol German oil in it, running like a competition oil.
Did you notice a difference in the fluid? Or
yes, the engine runs smoother. It feels like it's more powerful. Like
really,
like cold to operating temp, it seems to work the same.
Huh?
Yeah, I noticed a difference. And in my 300ZX twin turbo, I put it also in it, and even my friend who drives it noticed the difference.
Wow. Oil's important, man. It's the lifeblood of the car. Sounds cheesy, but it's true.
It is.
You know what? Let's talk about the interior. It's absolutely fantastic in here. Alcantara and red deviated stitching everywhere. All the materials, everything you touch feels fantastic. I love the size, shape, and feel of the shift knob.
It's also a shorter shifter than the
It is
FS.
shorter, right?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you if it was any different.
It's a crisper shift.
Yep. Wow, man. Do you even want to tune this thing? Do you even have any desire to make it more?
I'm gonna put headers on it and tune it.
Wow. What is that going to give you?
Another about 70 wheel horsepower.
70 wheel?
Yeah.
What are you going to do, man? That's crazy.
On a real, this is going to make it a real muscle car.
Jesus. 70 wheel. Wow. They took the Camaro, man, they just really tweaked it and dialed it all the way up. And they charge you for it, but
it's worth every penny, like you said, and it's a great value.
Right.
And it's all the engineering, all the design. They really put a lot of effort into the.
They really did. This has 11 heat exchangers, from intercoolers to transcoolers to oil coolers. 11. This car is not going to overheat. You can thrash it on the track, which Joe will do, and have it hold up. The carbon fiber two-piece hood is amazing. It really gives you that sense of occasion as you look out, especially with that heads-up display that has the rev lights and really allows you just to focus on what's coming up in front of you, which you need to do. And the seating position and the gauges are a little low down anyways, so it is nice that it's just sitting right there for you. Nice and wide. The car does feel very wide on the road. I will say it feels wider than the wide body M3 that I just drove last week.
Well, not because it feels wider, because it is wider. It
probably is wider, yeah.
The fenders are flared more because they're fitting the bigger wheels and tires. Obviously, the front bumper is wider.
And it looks so good. That front bumper looks so good.
Yeah, it's very aggressive. It gets a lot of looks. Yeah.
Joe, thanks again for coming out.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your support. We got some cool cars coming up. I have an amazing Porsche 964 that we're reviewing next week. It's basically my dream 964. Also got the Ford Focus RS and some other amazing cars. So please subscribe and stay tuned. Until next time, have a really cool day. Peace.